Kaiser take a look at that sample?
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
Mm-hmm. Someone thought they could get away with attacking the UC. I think it means that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attack on New Atlantis.
Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks. A bioweapon no one would recognize as one. Oh, that's a terrifying prospect. Sort of thing that'll keep you up at night. And the sort of thing whoever did this probably didn't expect us to uncover. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the terramorphs. These attacks, I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
What if it's the person that's on the comms with us? The doc? But didn't you say this plant can't grow anywhere but here?
It can't. At least, I didn't think it could. But maybe if we're right about this, someone found a way.
I thought the timings of the terramorphs showing up was a little suspicious.
They certainly were. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
United Colonies, someone inside the UC must have plans for the Lazarus plant. I've got some ideas, but it's far from responsible to start hurling accusations. But you got to realize as well, right? When we went to the, what was that other, what's it called, embassy? And there was plants all inside of it. Was it the not the Vulcan, the other, what they called? Hey, Phil. How you doing, man? Good morning. One instance where you wish someone didn't have a good time, yeah. Yeah, the Varun. House Varun, yeah. House Varun had all them plants inside of it, right? And there was all inside. So could it be House Varun? Because we don't want to pin it on somebody, right? We don't know if it's the United Colonies. Someone inside the UC must have plans for the Lazarus plant. Or the Freestar Collective makes the more sense. They'd be happy to see the US suffer. But we can't throw our accusations just out there just yet.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport.
The entrance is this way.
There's gonna be...
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra
Normal.
juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Damn leeches.
There's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
So that one goes on there, that one goes on there, that one goes on there, that one goes on the bottom one. This one only goes on here.
hoping there was a good reason that was locked.
That one goes on both. This one goes on the top one. How bad was it? What, this Londonia? Frostbite just became worse. I need to heal that.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
And we do that. Ah, Captain. I think I see it.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic.
Woo!
Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Oh,
Admiral Sana, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
oh.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk.
The thing is now, is Vi Victus a prisoner in Section 7 in the UC mass building? Is he there because the UC doesn't want him to spread the knowledge or utilize the knowledge? Or does the UC know about what he knows and they're utilizing it?
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terramorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he?
Never learned this reading minds trick he seems to have mastered. There were plenty of reasons he could have ordered the bombing, the Terramorph outbreak, for example. That is true. Like, he could have tried to contain it on this planet, but somebody else knew, maybe?
You heard that recording. He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. He was
Someone who thought keeping the secret would save lives.
You make it sound like a miscalculation when in reality it was an unmitigated disaster. And look where we are now.
A calculated loss. These soldiers for the rest of the galaxy. That sounds exactly like what my father would do.
Ronan, good morning.
But it doesn't, it can't justify slaughter. But I guess that's just another
This
part of
side
his sick
mission's
legacy now.
pretty damn neat. This faction
He
mission.
thought he was protecting us all.
This faction, the Vanguard.
Taking the secret to his grave. Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared.
I can't believe, though, that the bloody leeches are terramorphs. So the leeches we see everywhere on ships, on other planets, they are fucking terramorphs. They're baby terramorphs. Damn. And they just use the plant to speed the growth up. So they're using it as a weapon. He's long gone and it's up to us to get the bottom of this. Listen, we should get moving. We've got work to do.
Right. Settled systems are counting on
The
us.
heat leeches. Yeah. The heat leeches. The heat leeches are fucking terramorphs. So we've just got to Londinia now. And obviously Londinia is the place that got overrun by terramorphs. And there's these plants called like frost things. And we've just seen a heat leech touch a frosting and it's combusted and morphed into a terramorph.
I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled.
So now we need to find out who is actually utilizing the plants as a weapon. Is it Vir Victus, her father, who's currently locked in the prison in Sector 7 in the UC mass building? Or is it the UC utilizing his knowledge and keeping him in there to stop it? Is he really the good guy behind it? This is a big flipping area, chat. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm worried that we're going to have to do a lot of running and a lot of shooting from a lot of terramorphs in a second. Why not tell her the truth? Because I don't want to right now, especially in the middle of a mission. I'd rather tell her after. Because if we tell her now, because she has a straight vendetta thinking it's him. So if we tell her, she can go in there and just kill him or something, and it might alter the story. I don't want to tell her just yet whilst we're still here. I want more evidence on who could possibly be doing it without her going on a bloody rampage, knowing her father's alive and maybe possibly going to kill him. Something's about to happen. Level 4.
Is that the sample?
Nothing's gonna save you. Nothing's gonna save you.
Oh, well then. That sound. What is that?
That thing is putting out some kind of signal. Radar's lighting up. I think you're due for some company.
I can't do any damage to it.
Help! They're gonna kill us. Please help!
The signal that thing's putting out to call in those creatures, I think I can nullify it. There should be some radar equipment powered up now around. You get those online, and I'll relay my signal through there.
Let's get rid of his shield first.
Bro,
This
They're
laser
not coming
weapon
after us.
is so fucking good.
I guess we should grab that sample while we can. Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Did you discover early on where they were first made, by the way? I found the research notes somewhere, currently trying to find my way back. I haven't, no. When the planet after the intro, you into the first artifacts, you make a detour to kill a pirate boss. This happens on a base where they are doing the experiments on oh. Those experiments were about controlling them, not making them. I definitely think someone's controlling these. We're gonna find some weird scientist in a lab. Return to the forward operating base. This is correct. Bloody crazy. At least they aren't human transform. True. And just to think that all these leeches that we've come across, that they've all been bloody terramorphs this whole time. I'm killing every bloody leech I see.
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld.
Whew.
Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Is this the plan going to still work now that we've got to clean up the heat leeches and terramorphs?
Can't be positive until we run some tests. But knowing that the terramorphs have been masquerading as heat leeches
But there
all
was
this
a
time,
mention
it's a
in
big
different
find.
species having particularly useful
Arguably
properties.
makes things more feasible. Now that we know what we're dealing with.
I don't think I've got
not
them.
less.
Agreed. Plus, I don't think you're gonna have to push real hard to
Great,
get folks
good
on
morning.
board with cleaning up one of the galaxy's greatest pests if this is what they're capable of.
But none of that's getting done without the samples. You do have them, right?
Nearly cost a couple of fingers and toes, but yeah, we got them.
Hey, was worried about that myself. Though I know I wasn't nearly as much at risk of limb loss as you all were. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vay Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
We can't rule him out. Vega Victor's alive and UC custody. Plenty of suspect, that's for sure. Oh. Because the thing is, right, is we could tell them, but then does that mean that Xeno Warfare is going to come back and they're going to attack the UC? Are UC the real bad guys behind this? That's the thing.
That's putting it lightly.
But it's clear someone knows about the plant and realized what ends it could be put towards. Captain, we need to get these samples back to the lab and verify we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But in the interim, do you think you could look into what we uncovered? See if you can turn up any information on who might have committed the attacks?
If it were me, I started the scene of the crime. New Atlantis.
I'll look into it.
Thank you, Captain. Once you finish your investigation, we'll meet you outside the cabinet chambers.
So what quest line led you here?
They're gonna want to hear this.
Vanguard
Take care of yourself.
faction.
No telling who might be involved.
Best of luck on your fact-finding mission.
So you'll get the Vanguard mission. So all you need to do is go to the UC. Go to the Vanguard station inside of, well, the offices inside Atlantis. It took me here. Let me get off this goddamn planet.
Engines firing. Here we go. Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
Oh.
I can't believe I get to stand
You're
near
advised
you.
to leave this orbit
breathing
immediately.
the same air.
United Colonies will not be held responsible for any harm you suffer by proceeding.
I've got to have every molecule.
I'm clear to be meeting with Commander Hatum.
Let me check my logs. All right, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
No, I'm leaving. Did you not see me leave? This has gotten spicy.
Have a moment. What's happening, darling? Talk to you again soon, darling.
Anything I can help you?
Yes, I would like to sell some things, please. 11,000 I can get for that. I can't even sell that here. The Revenant. There has to be a store somewhere that allows me to sell these expensive weapons at some point. Survey data. I don't want to sell these. I want to sell this to the eye guy. To the wool system, to the den. 573, 573. Agamon. Yeah, I can sell them to the... Okay. Fix my lung issue.
Enter the city. Please keep moving.
11k. Still not enough.
Okay. No bounty. You're clear.
Still not enough for what I can sell. could sell some stuff on my person.
There's a bit more in the back. If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask. Oh, please, take a look.
Oh no, wait. Oh, I wanted to sell some stuff on my ship. Yeah, it's the ship I tried to sell stuff from.
Thanks for
I
coming
always
in.
sell stuff on my person.
I am not a star.
Did you say you wanted more crew? You're right next to the bar. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at some crews today. See if we can try and find some new people, which will give us some more side quests as well. Because I'm thinking about swapping Sarah out and swapping her with that other person who's on the ship. I might even go down Vasco's with Barrett missions. Sell from Frontier. That's space. That's 4,500 there. Modified mag shot.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
No, I'm good.
I've things for you.
Good morning, Throt. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I honestly can't believe I bought that like rocket launcher for 90,000, only to go into that into Londinia and find another one that was better. So when I go sell this bloody rocket launcher now, I'm only selling it for 11k. Well, new enough 12k. No, new enough 13k. Oh, that's Sarah's commitment gift. Oh, hey Hugh, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Thank you.
Something you might be interested in.
Thank you, thank you. Whew. It's a great world. It's a bloody beautiful world. Mass District.
Any troubles you need to share?
No. Everything's fine. All right, let's find out.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Okay. Right, let's go and speak to the big boy.
Authorized personnel. Your friend has to stay here.
We're there. We need to chat.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
Mm-hmm. Don't play dumb. New Atlantis and Tau City.
Now, what in the heavens would make you claim something as ludicrous as that?
We recovered a cord in an invisible weapon. You were talking about the Terramorphs.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusion.
I didn't. They did.
After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
So you really don't know anything about the attacks? Is that what you're claiming?
Of course. Do I look like I'm in any position to do what you're describing? So I'd very much appreciate your agreement to not share what you found. We wouldn't want anyone else jumping to conclusions now, would we?
Got no plans to tell anyone. I just want to know the truth.
You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau City. New Atlantis. My doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Who have you been working with?
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
To work on something that long seems personal.
You couldn't be more right. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
You just said it took years to use the plant outside Londonian. You killed them for nothing.
Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
So you murdered UT citizens because of some slight against your honor? Orlays, why does that name sound familiar?
Can't remember the many lives you've taken. Orlays was the man whose death you brought about around the moon of Etheria, the pilot of the Warlock, the man I had to eliminate, to hide my secret.
Why the hell do you care if the UC wants you as an advisor?
Why would I want to be in the good graces of the people who control my very life? I don't know, Captain. Maybe I still dream of a life outside these walls someday. A new face would be needed, of course, but it wasn't an impossibility. Though now, I'm not so sure.
So you murdered US citizens because of some slight against your honor?
There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results.
Damn.
I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
If you're waiting for me to say thank you, we're going to be here for a while.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
Oh. What kind of work are we talking about here?
Hunting down criminals and other threats to the United Colonies. I expect they'll give me a bit more free range once this is all over. You would help me, like you did with Orlays. Track them down and keep them from doing harm to the United Colonies. Impossible, though, if the cabinet learns I'm the one responsible for the attacks.
You think I'm just going to forget the fact that you killed people and accomplish your good works?
And how many have you killed to get where you are now? There are no great works that don't cost lives, Captain. Whether it's winning a war or digging a tram tunnel. So we sacrificed a few dozen in the attacks to possibly protect millions. That seems like a fair exchange to me. I only hope you'll see the same and leave my name out of the discussions to come.
You know, I'm not sure what I'm going to tell the cabinet.
Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
I can see why you did it. I can see why you did it, but like... Damn.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
It's getting pretty crazy.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Really adds to the immersion. Yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it. Where's...
If something's on your mind, you can tell me.
You just said you wanted to speak to me.
See you soon, love.
Here we go.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the acyles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Any leads on who might have committed the attacks?
Oh. She's gonna get pissed that I didn't tell her about her father sooner. It was Victus. I managed to get him to confess.
Captain? Captain, please, go on.
Give me a minute, I'm thinking. I don't have to keep him and do missions and go after other threats. Gotta pick a side, I know. I feel like a lot of people are gonna give him up. Fuck it, let's see what happens. There was a man named Dr. Reginald Orlees. He perpetrated the attacks.
Hey, you're not done, right?
Orlees? Reginald Orlees? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive. You're sure it was him?
Positive, the evidence is on the way to the cabinet as we speak.
I don't know much about Orlees, but anyone with a sick mind like that needs to be tried for his crimes and then dealt with appropriately.
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlees now? Were you able to bring him in?
I tried, but he took his own life instead of coming peacefully.
I'm sorry to hear that. Those sorts of missions are always tough. Any idea why he might have done it? Or what he was doing with the plant?
He found the plant while searching Londonian for weapon data and chose to use it against the UC.
Aha! That makes sense. Plenty of abandoned tech for an old warmonger to pilfer there. Instead, he stumbles on the plant and finds the perfect way of getting back at the UC for trying to put him on trial.
Decides to use the plant against the people that destroyed his old life. I can see that. Well, at least he won't be able to hurt anybody else now. Might be the best we could ask for, given the circumstances. So I guess there's nothing else to do but get this all in front of the cabinet. Unless there were other things we needed to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the terramorphs.
Which method of dealing with the terramorphs are you two leaning towards?
Microbe is going to make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in, see if they have a preference.
True. Nothing else on my end. Let's head there now. Alright, so both approaches to clearing our worlds are effective against heat leeches.
They are.
Microbe needed minimal adjustment to account for heat leech anatomy.
And the Asylees seem like they're even better at tracking leeches than morphs.
Hell of a sight to watch, though, when they catch them.
The thing is now, do we track them with the Asylees or do we use the microbe? What kind of risk are there if we decide to bring back Asylees?
Asylees aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Asylees, we're at least dealing with known risks.
Nothing else on my end. Let's head there.
And here we go.
Let's go to the cabinet meeting and talk about what's happened.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
That's correct, ma'am. It was a deliberate attack.
My God.
An attack? Using Terramorphs? How is that possible?
Full release day? No, that's how long we've got left for the stream. We're doing a marathon stream right now, mister.
So then is what the second report claims correct?
So
Did
the stream
Reginald
does not
Orlais
end
commit these attacks,
until
Captain?
that timer goes to 0. So that means I'll be streaming every single day until that timer hits 0. And time can also be added via the subscriptions, bits, donations, all that stuff. How to release helped, but yes, it was Orlais.
That appears to be the case, ma'am. The captain tracked that information down just after our trip to Londinian.
Reginald Orlais? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain. I guess that didn't go according to plan.
Ah, yes. I was told about your mission and who ordered it. Did you two suspect at the time Orlays might have been involved in the attacks?
No idea, man. We just thought we were dealing with a known criminal.
Well, it appears you were ahead of the curve. This report contains definitive evidence Orlays triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant the captain and Major Sanan uncovered.
Simply harrowing.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally faced the UC's justice, it seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring he was dealt with before he could strike again.
I'm a lone wolf.
Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
I'm a free man. I'm a free man. I don't want to get stuck to a certain side. I go where the money is and the decisions that come forth to me. I'm a mercenary. I'm a bounty hunter. Sort of measures will the UC be taken to Project Lazarus?
Luckily, the natural hostility of Londinian makes keeping out trespassers relatively easy. But we'll ensure its growth is contained, that access to the plant is only permitted via highly regulated clearances, and that our troop presence on Londinian is increased.
The plant isn't enough. It should be wiped out. Agreed. That's the right call, ma'am.
I'm glad you think so. So then, to our final topic. The cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also heat leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation.
I'm gonna go with the Aseles.
Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Deploying the Aseles is the safest route. That's my vote.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
Here's hoping they'll be kept on a short leash.
That, madam, is most certainly the plan.
Order, please. And Major Sanan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. Despite all your checkered histories.
I'm part of the TMD.
With the Xeno Warfare Unit.
I'm a founder.
Or SysDef. The cabinet still believes you all earned a display of gratitude for what you've done. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
What's a Class 1 citizen?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Well, we're leaving the well. We're finally getting rid of the well house.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sanan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Oh, yeah. So now I've got a penthouse.
I've heard some hostile camps were wiped off the map by you. There were more good people like you out there.
Quick answer with the jetpack. Receive the package. Oh, okay, nice. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, this is the package for that other mission, isn't it?
How's the investigation going? Looks like you got some finds to clear up. Smart move. Now, come along with us. We'll take any contraband and stolen property, and you'll be free to go.
What did I steal?
Still have questions? Go ahead and ask. Good work, Captain. Suffice to say, you were overqualified for this job, but given our staffing problems, I'm still glad you showed up. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign?
How to make a habit of recruiting people off the street. Glad it worked.
As am I. And the best part is, since you're all part-timers, there's no paperwork. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
I'm tired of seeing these bloody eggs everywhere. Right, let's go and have a look at the thingy. The penthouse, maybe. Speak to Commander Tuala.
I think I can.
Let me guess. You missed me and you couldn't stay away.
You're getting creepy now.
My God. I still can't believe you can do that.
I still can't believe you could do that.
Well, well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you, Commander. It's an honor.
No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
Nice. 12,000 added. Glad to see the UC give credit where credit's due. Incredibly generous.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
I'm ready to take on some terramorphs.
Any chance to bag some bugs, right? Well, I can provide. Let me just check my logs. Okay, these coordinates should get you to your first target. There. These missions are straightforward. Proceed to the location, kill the critter before it can do any more harm. Just be smart out there.
Got it.
I don't want you getting banged up too bad on your first hunt.
Right, where it is? It's over here, isn't it? The house place. The big green building. Or is it? Is it up here? No, it's going to be in the commercial district, isn't it? Actually, no, it's over there. Yeah, so it's in the commercial district, but over here. Oh, residential, sorry. Whew. Oh, it's the medical. Where's big green? That's Gallbank. That's the embassy district. Siege is open 49 hours.
Flagship of system, our best defense.
Nice day for a picnic.
Commercial districts. Let's head there. I think the VOD's about to change, Chadorinos. So just let me know in chat.
I missed it. How'd it go?
I'm usually Destiny 2 main and the music is amazing, but this is right up. It's really nice. It's not like too intrusive as well. Like, it's a nice smooth transition from, you know, combat. And I think on the, is it Steam, it tells me? Yes, 79 tracks, StarField official soundtracks. There's 79 worth 5 hours, 28 minutes worth of music, which is pretty good. I can't remember where the... Guys, do you remember where the, what's it called thing is? The residential property place. Where we can buy houses. I remember where it is. Near the memorial. So that'll be the embassy district. You're on Neon at the minute? Oh boy.
Something
So that means we go to Mass District. Mass District is embassy. Yeah, I've not really gone through like Neon's city yet and gone around it. Like Neon, like really nice, but I've not gone through the missions or anything yet. I'm basically just working my way through the capital. Well, I say the capital, but House Run, Freezer Embassy, Archives. I'm looking for a big green bloody building. Is that Gall Bank over there? Yeah. A big green building. Maybe it's... That's the medical over there.
I'm on tax duty tomorrow. Can't wait.
Yeah. I don't mind backseating when I'm like talking about stuff like that's not spoiler free. But yeah, keeping away spoilers is I definitely want to avoid. Even if it's just like, oh, you're gonna love this place. There's a creature, or just a hint towards something that's happening in a mission. Like, oh, this robot is pretty cool and all that stuff. I think it's around here somewhere. Wait, is this it? No. Oh, real. Oh, no, it's Reliant Medical. What the hell? Where is this flipping thing?
How you liking that laser gun?
You move too fast for me to direct you. Wrong way. Which? Don't you have a quest bullet for it? No. So is the medical. If you use points of interest, Leonard, I'll be able to remember where it is. It's like which district it's in. So obviously this is embassy, this is commercial. There's residential over there. Research your penthouse. I don't. That's the thing. I don't see a penthouse. What if I look for the completed? Top in the grid, alternate currents. Residential strict in. No. The penthouse. I need to go to the store, don't I? To talk about the penthouse. I don't go to the penthouse. Wait, is that it? Is this it? There's the memorial. This is it. Yeah. Good job.
Well, well. If it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1
we're looking
citizen,
for green build. I thought
you've
it was
made quite a
green.
name for yourself in New Atlantis. In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion.
What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
I'm interested.
Great! You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city.
Paid off for me.
Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Nice. It told me to accept the mission. There we go. Visit the penthouse. Visit the penthouse. The penthouse.
Hello.
Amazing. Simply amazing.
My bubble. Mercury Tower.
This movie was epic.
Hello.
Definitely better than the last in the set.
Damn. Well, this is better than the wells. Oh boy. So the view is the wrong side. So I can't see the city, can I?